I am your co-host, Pedro.
And I'm
Naughty Nasty Nick. And this is episode 128.
I think. Is it 128?
I think it's 128.
You know what? This is a big episode for us. You know, every day we're just making businessman moves, making money moves, stacking bread, stacking chips.
I'm just trying not to pay taxes on them, you know?
And this is the first time that we're doing 4 mics inside of the studio.
Mics?
We have somebody kind of like the crash test dummy that's been on before. One of the first
We
people.
called her a little test mouse before.
Test mouse. Yeah. You know, and it's
Guinea pigs.
It's one of those things. Before I tell you who it is, it's, you know, my mom took me aside the other day. She said, you know, your younger sister, you know, your older sister's happily married. You know, she's perfect. You know, and then so now it's between you and your younger sister, and she's like, and now she's getting married. She's probably gonna have a family soon. They're looking at houses now.
What?
They're getting a house, and my mom's like, you know, a lot of people, they want to have grandkids. She's like, but Nick, you have a podcast. And you know that, like, that means something to me when my friends, and they're like, what is, you know, he's 32 now. What's he doing? He has a podcast.
Yeah.
And she's stoked about it. Anybody can squirt out some kids, buy a house, you know.
That's
It
easy,
takes
dude.
a lot to be an alcoholic, depressed podcaster. And it takes a lot of courage to do that.
It really does.
And you know what? Jen, welcome to the
Welcome
studio.
to the studio.
That was quite the warm welcome. Thank you so much for having me back. I love to be the guinea pig.
You look great.
Thank you so
You
much.
do look, I like your sweater. I told
I'm
you that
glowing.
already.
I do too.
Old Navy.
Yeah, sponsored by Old
You're
Navy.
dripping, bro.
I try.
You got that drip, dude, with them claws out.
Yeah, what's
huh?
happening?
Look at you.
Are you something changing?
I don't know. Yeah.
You have changed though.
I think my glow up has happened.
Whoa.
What's glow up really mean? Though?
I'm not really sure, but it's something that people want.
Well, anyways,
It's like when you better yourself, isn't it, guys?
I think it's all physical.
don't whisper. It's the podcast. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks everybody for coming. God bless you. God bless
Cheers.
America.
Cheers.
Happy New Year's. This is. I mean, you
Cheers, everyone.
know, it's been a really great year. To be honest with you, you know.
Has it?
Should I go sad immediately, or should we wait till later to go
Sad boy
sad?
Nick. Sad boy Nick comes out regardless, dude. So
Okay.
just bring him out in the first
All right.
5 minutes.
Do what's natural.
Okay, well, so a couple days ago, I woke up and I learned that somebody I used to play music with has died,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
and it was, it really hit me. I think he was 34. He was actually the first drummer of the Edisons. That
Was he
jammed
really?
with, before we even had a name or anything, and I remember just going to his house jamming and playing shows with him after, like, he wasn't in the band, but like in other bands he was playing, just in that circle, you know what I mean? So it's like seeing this guy that's so young and life being taken from him. I feel like in the last couple of weeks, just the winter gloom, you know, the seasonal depression.
yeah.
That's like
A
been
melancholic clouds,
clouding
bro.
over me. And then I just saw that first thing in the morning. I'm just like, fuck, man, why are you so sad about all this petty bullshit? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why do I feel like there's this heavy blanket around me? It goes back, and I got the DMT memories of being grateful and trying to find gratitude and trying to realign with gratitude and being like, there's a lot of good things happening. It's so easy to only look at the negative things and feel like the victim of your own, like, oppression in a way. And I talk
We love our prison, man.
yeah, and I talk a lot about that on the Edison's new single, Paper Bag.
Paper bag.
Yeah, because the chorus is actually, I'm just a prisoner of my own cage. And I'm
Good.
repeating that.
Where can people find that?
Spotify, iTunes. I'm just using some guy's death as like a plug for her. That doesn't, I mean, when this first happened,
Shameless plug.
it was like 2 days of just feeling really sad. Like,
That's shitty when you lose someone.
I haven't
man.
lost that many people in my life. And a lot of people I have lost, they're older, or they're not to say their time has come, but like when you're in your 30s or 20s, or, I mean, it's always sad when you're 40 or 50, it's always sad, right?
Yeah.
But there's something about when it's just like that could have been me. I look at this people's post, and it's like him playing, you know, bass on stage, smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I fucking remember that smile. Like, I remember like the goofball things, and
Right.
like that's the post. It could have been me.
Why do you think it hit you harder than other deaths? Was it because that age limit, or like you just see yourself kind of?
Liver failure. He had been going through a hard year because
Did he
his
struggle with
dog,
alcoholism
his dog.
and all that?
Not that
I
I
mean,
knew
for
it at
liver
that.
failure.
Not that I knew
at
it
that
like,
age?
at that. Yeah, so I don't think it was. I don't know. You know,
So it was not it was natural causes, or was it
I don't know.
quick accident? We don't know.
I don't know that
Okay.
deep into
It's
it.
the age, I would imagine.
It was the
right?
age, single, like living alone. His dog had just passed a couple months before. It went from like this to all of a sudden it was paralyzed and to all of a sudden just having to put. It's like
Damn.
yeah,
So it was just all
a
quick.
bad
It was
string.
Yeah.
But that's what like joking, going back and saying, oh hey, like what a shitty year, like what a terrible. But we're fucking all here, man. Like it has been a really bad year, but at the same point, it's like if we're still standing. That's also something about your character, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you make it through, I think we're building. It's like character development. We're building just like blocks to ourselves that we don't realize, these tools that we're gonna be able to use in our future.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like you're prepping your tool bag without really knowing what you're going to use until you reach that like
Right.
like job site. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then you're like, oh shit, this is in my handy bag. I'll pull this out and fix the problem.
that, or you don't even realize the growth that you achieve through things. You just end up handling situations differently. You don't freak out the same way.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's always mature. That always is my number one thing for maturity. So, like, to know you're more mature, that you've grown, it's how you react to things that happen to you. So, like, okay, sorry. I always want to whisper like I'm doing one of those weird YouTube fucking things that kids listen
This
to.
isn't a makeup tutorial, okay?
Okay.
Although your makeup looks
ASMR.
fleek.
Yeah.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
Thank you. I also do makeup on the side at Jenn Chento. No, I'm just kidding. On Instagram.
Shameless plug. Another
Uh,
Shento
And it's
sibling.
I hate to do this. And that channel is chugga 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 cute. Okay?
Love it.
So
Hell yeah.
I had a serious point though.
What was it?
I don't really know, but it was basically just talking about like maturity, something about how you react to different things. But to kind
It's
of
managing
piggyback,
expectations, right?
yeah, but piggybacking off of you talking about like we're all here, we're alive, and that's like fantastic, right? But I've actually had a fantastic year, and
A lot of people have.
and I feel like an
That's fair.
asshole saying that though.
Yeah.
like I have a hard time celebrating that because. This has probably been one of the best years of my life. And that sounds horrible to say because there's people who are starving and unemployed
Losing
and
their
losing their
house.
house. I mean, like,
China's always gonna be there. So
it's just. But I don't know. So it's hard for me to celebrate it when other people are going through like the worst time in their life, you know?
What is
I
that,
don't know.
guilt?
no, dude,
Is
celebrate
that guilt?
it.
I
It's-
think we all experience that type of guilt though, right? Or what is that?
I don't. When I'm feeling good, I don't care.
You don't care about like the people suffering, like
What are you?
You
gonna
don't care
do?
about-
What are you gonna do?
you don't care about the kids in cages and all that.
See, I care too much. That's my problem.
I don't know. It's not that I don't care, but I mean, it feels good when you're feeling good. Like if I'm
No, it
feeling
does.
good, I'm
I'm
not gonna be like,
100%,
hey,
yeah.
well, let's look at
Yeah.
the shitty things in life.
Yeah.
Hey,
I do that all the time.
Yeah, let's temper this good feeling really quick. Let's not
Yeah.
be too good. Let's not feel too
Right.
good for too long.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Let's
not
look at the
hardest thing in
concentration
whole world.
camps in China. Shout out China again. Twice in a row.
Yeah.
We're not getting that Nike sponsorship anymore, but
No.
I'm still gonna rock it. So don't forget.
You're wild, dude.
Yeah.
No, you should not negate your feelings to make someone else feel better.
And
No.
you are
Yeah.
killing it this year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you are. How
Appreciate
is
that.
the engagement and all that? Nick's mentioning. You
It's good. We
guys are looking for a house. Shit's getting serious.
Yeah, we actually just got approved for a home loan. So
Can I ask you what rate
Congratulations.
you got?
we don't know. Well, so we're doing new construction.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna take some time, but
I'm just in the
we
middle of
got
a refi. So.
oh, okay.
Boring.
Adulting.
Oh, adult. Yeah. Welcome to the. Who do you
Yeah.
think you
CJ,
are?
wanna go
Adult.
jerk off in the corner.
5 minutes, Nick. Give me 5
got
minutes.
9.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're not demonetized for the first time in 128 episodes. That's
That's really
fantastic.
Yeah, I
good.
can't wait to
Okay.
see that cash in my pocket, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to back pay all the things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We dug ourselves
All the
a hole here,
SoundCloud.
man.
Do you know what I mean? How those SoundCloud rappers do it? You know, all this money. No, not just too easy of a joke. When are you gonna do it? Okay, continue. Financing a house, getting married.
Where at though? What
It's
area?
Surprise. So it's out there. It's
You
a
and old
hike.
folks
yeah.
times, dude.
But honestly, well, I was really apprehensive at first, but we went over there and there's all these new builds.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
right
it's a new- yeah.
next to Peoria, which is nice. So it's not far from there. But we're just like looking, like, oh, this is probably
What's
not
your
a
address,
possibility.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, where are you
Like
living?
we
Yeah,
don't
what-
know
what's your
yet.
address
Well, it's
now?
a new construction. The crappy thing about it, because the prices are
Cruddy,
so low.
please.
Cruddy. Sorry, the cruddy thing about it. I've never said that word a day in my life. But
Yeah, don't
the
say it. It
bad
doesn't
thing
suit
about
you.
it just doesn't work. The bad thing about it is that because the houses are so cheap, you have to kind of wait some time for the lot. Because the lots don't have premiums. So like if you go to like a place like where our parents live or like a nice new construction neighborhood, you have to pay like 50, 60,000 just for the lot. But since we don't have to do that, we might be waiting 3, 4, 5 months for a
Gotcha.
house to be started.
And who knows if you want to live together in 3 or 4
Yeah,
months.
I mean
That's
honestly, like
kinda the
it's kind of just
problem.
like I don't even know if I like him that much. Just kidding.
What,
He's
you
not
just get married for
listening.
the money? Or?
Oh yeah, we're both teachers,
Yeah, the
so it's
money.
definitely not that.
the money.
Money's rolling in.
Yeah, both teachers, both have 2 or 3 degrees, so we are drowning in student loan debt. But we can buy a house.
And I'm proud to be
Be
an
an
American.
The
Where at
things we-
least I know I'm free.
We're not free.
But not from debt.
Yeah.
Except from debt.
We're not free. Yeah, we're not.
And I
Government
will
overreach.
forget the ones who died. Who gave their
dude.
life for me.
How long do you think before we forget Corona, dude?
God, dude, I want to forget it so
In
bad.
I
a
think
school,
everybody
in
does.
a
Happens
school
next.
setting, probably not. Not for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be wearing a mask
Yeah, a
at work for
couple
a long
of
time.
shootings. We'll be
Yeah.
there.
Well, that
saying.
I know
Shootings
that's
are coming
my,
back, guys. They're
that's
making
the,
a comeback.
That's the scary
That
thing.
and middle, wars in the Middle East.
Well, because of Biden, yeah.
Whoa.
Dude.
Yeah, you're a Democrat. Don't
shame
say
that.
stuff like that.
I'm a Democrat, but I'm also not stupid.
Shit,
I
she's
like that, bro.
I'm not naive.
when I do your, I'm gonna say Jennifer Cento on your
Democrat?
introduction.
She's a Democrat, but not
stupid.
But you could say that for either political party.
Oh, yeah.
Because you go on either end of the spectrum.
Oh, they're stupid
And they're
dudes.
fucking dumb.
That's what it is. It's a spectrum. You said it perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, there's
And it's not
people
as
on the
fluid as
spectrum.
my sexuality. Too soon for 12 minutes
That's
in?
fine.
That's
No,
fine.
we're
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Punch him in there.
Yeah.
Let it, yeah.
It
Munch
felt,
away.
It felt right.
Yeah, I liked it.
I've got a bunch of race jokes later,
Oh.
so yeah, get it out.
Goody gumdrops.
It's for the it's for the Patreon.
Yeah, they love it. They love it there. Yeah, what are we talking
How was your
about?
guys' Christmas, yo? Or like,
It's really good.
Corona? That was
Yeah.
a good
Corona!
no, you because
I
you're
asked a
saying when
question.
are we gonna forget about it? And I was thinking, dude, reflecting on this year and how crazy it was, like Joe Exotic and you bringing back your mullet, like that was the highlight
Yeah.
of Corona, dude.
that was the prime of Corona.
That was
dude.
March, and you were growing a
I had the
mullet.
mole.
Yeah, and it was kind of like there's a nice part about being like I don't have to do anything. I like every day I was just going home, chilling, drinking, smoking a joint because I wasn't allowed to do anything. Like at first it was a little bit like I found my rhythm. I found this new rhythm, this new pattern to it. But at this point, I'm like still in that pattern that I'm like, this is so fucking boring. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like excited to watch a podcast that comes out of this certain day at this certain exact time. Like how far gone is my life that I'm just like, ooh, I can't wait to go home and watch the like that's not what
Yeah.
podcasts are even supposed to be. But like they literally pull me through some of my weeks. I feel like now I'm
Absolutely.
just like, oh, it's Monday. I get to watch 3 podcasts when I get home. And in the beginning, it was dope. I was like, I can't go
nothing
to
else to
shows. I don't have
do.
to make excuses.
Right.
I don't have to blow Pete off. Well, you know what I mean.
Introvert problems. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
See, I feel the opposite though, because it really was a red flag for me in my life. It was like, wow, I don't fucking do shit because my life hasn't changed that much.
Yeah.
Like I worked from home March to May,
I remember that.
and that was riveting. And then I
How
went.
boring was it?
So here's the deal with what I
Because
did
if
with
you
that.
hated it, imagine the fucking kids, dude.
Well, they hate. The nice thing about what we did in the spring, though, is the kids you posted the work on Monday and it was due on Friday. That was the shit. So on Monday morning, I just posted a bunch of shit. I did these videos where I'd be like, hi, guys, like, this is the lesson for the week. And
Sounds
they would
like
have
our Zoom podcast.
pretty much. And they would have the whole week to do it, right? So honestly, it was really nice. I used that time for myself. I read more books in those like 8 weeks
Hell
than I have
yeah.
ever read
What's
in
the
a
best
long
thing
time.
you've read this year?
She's in that YA section
Such
too, bro.
such a fun age. It's not YA. It's a contemporary.
Yeah, this is
I don't read
middle
a
school.
I actually don't read a lot of YA. For someone who teaches young adults, I don't really read a lot of YA. I
Yeah, you're an
used to.
adult.
Yeah, I know. Such a fun age. I can't think of the author. It's basically this. It's a race thing, so maybe these race jokes can come in hot.
Hell yeah.
But she is a black woman babysitting her white friend's
Oh, African
child.
American dude, please.
Sounds like a porno. Which I'm off, so God bless you.
Good.
Actually, I tripped up the other day.
It happens, bro.
And I was pointing at the
Did
camera,
you?
not at you. And I'm off porn, Jen.
That is a good 20.
By
That is
the
a
way,
good
it's
2020. That's a big goal.
yeah.
The author of Such a Fun Age is Kylie Reed.
Thank you so much. It's based about a woman who gets accused for kidnapping a child that she's actually just babysitting. It's definitely maybe
Hell
a
yeah,
little
dude, that
too
happened to my
timely.
aunt, dude.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I'm joking.
That'd have been
I
cool.
was like,
though.
you are brown, so
Adds up.
Whoa,
Really?
The
Makes a lot of
ratios
sense.
are coming in.
Okay, mister, didn't you have a dream 2 weeks ago about kidnapping a 2-year-old on a bicycle?
No, that was a while ago, but I did have a dream about that.
Case in
also
point,
I'm
I
about my
backed you
last
up,
name's
Jen.
about to be Gomez, so I feel like it's like kind of gives me.
Jennifer Gomez.
It's basically like Jennifer Lopez, but like not.
Jennifer Gomez.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Gomez. Don't take this kind of shit
Hell
around
yeah,
here.
dude. Are you gonna talk with an accent now?
I think
it's-
so. I've always worn hoop earrings, so it's just kind of the
Ooh,
next
ho
level.
hoops.
Yeah.
This is
always.
this is Jennifer Gomez at Chipotle adding guacamole. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You're making a sandwich.
Yeah. What else do you want?
Yeah, it's
Making
the,
a sandwich?
The,
Are we at Subway or
the
Chipotle?
guacamole.
Guacamole? You want guac? It's
you bu-
extra.
Jennifer Gomez does not pay for guacamole.
Ma'am, do you want guac or not?
Jennifer
Well,
Gomez
Jennifer Gomez
does
is
not pay for guacamole.
Guacamole.
and then your
No, 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 no.
fiance comes back like behind you, like in defense.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He wouldn't do anything. He's so nice.
Well,
He'd be
okay.
like,
Way
he's
to
like,
kill the scene. Thank you.
Exit stage left.
Cut. That's the word.
yeah, that's the one.
He wouldn't do anything, she says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
He's
that.
just super
So-
nice, huh?
really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely the one that has to be like mean when we like go to places and we need things done.
Do you like being mean? Are you confrontational? Are you a Karen? Do you see that in
No,
your future?
not at
Hispanic
all.
Karen?
No.
What would that name be?
Karina.
What would it be?
Karina.
Karina.
Karina
Yeah,
Gomez.
sounds like-
Karina Gomez. Karina Marie Gomez.
she sounds.
Boy.
I'm ready.
You a Spanish teacher or what?
Yo hablo español.
Somebody's teaching her Spanish, you know.
Oh, Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez gets wild, huh?
Senor Gomez.
No, I'm not confrontational. If to answer your question, I'm not confrontational.
You're not? No?
It's
I think you have a strong personality.
It's a case by case basis. Like sometimes when I'm with our mother, who is the most assertive person on the planet, I get uncomfortable with how
Karen.
assertive she is. It's like, but it's not. She just doesn't give a fuck. Like we'll be walking through a grocery store. She doesn't wait for like I will sit there for like an hour, being like, okay, yeah, just
Come on in. I'll just keep
waiting
holding
for
the door open.
Yes, yeah. I'm one of the,
Yeah.
no Georgia. No, she'll run you fucking over with her cart. She doesn't give a fuck.
Sometimes I
Shout
feel like
out
I'm too much.
Georgia,
Sometimes
huh?
I'm too much of a pushover.
When it comes to things
Yeah.
like that, I am. Now, if you're fucking rude to me though, and I
that's-
deal with that in the
yeah.
classroom sometimes, because kids know, like if
Then-
they come at me,
Jennifer
Jennifer
Gomez.
Marie Gomez.
Gomez is
Ahi.
Yeah.
Excuse me? What you say to me?
Jennifer Gomez no play like that.
I don't pay for good and I don't play like that.
There are two things about Jennifer Gomez. I don't play like that, and I don't pay for guac. I think that turned like Greek or something.
Where'd the accent go?
I don't know what accent it was. It was amazing, but I don't know what
spit
it
out the-
was.
I don't know. I kind of held the Spanish accent. So.
You I mean,
I feel like if you blur the lines between all accents, it's not even racist.
it's not all.
You know what I
That's
mean?
just the future.
Yeah.
That
Damn,
very true. Biden 2021. Happy New Year.
New year, new
The last
president.
New
episode
Year,
Who
no
dis?
more burps.
The
Yeah,
last, no more
stop it.
burps? Why?
Yeah. Okay, let's take a vote. Should Pedro continue voting or continue?
I say
Definitely
no.
no voting.
no voting for
No,
Pedro.
the votes, but
Shouldn't
maybe
vote.
on the burbs. It's
I
split
think-
decision.
Whatever you need to do to express yourself.
What's the question?
I don't know.
I interrupted you.
I don't know.
He asked, like, let's
Should
take
you,
a vote.
Yeah, should
Oh.
you still burp on the podcast? Yes.
Yes.
I think it's natural.
Thank you.
Dang,
Outnumbered.
Nick.
And that's democracy. Happy New Year.
Is it though? Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it democracy when we're split 50-50?
We're not split 50-50 though.
And that's that conversation.
Hypocrisy is real.
Yeah, dude, it's.
Anytime I do
blatant.
something that my students aren't supposed to do in the classroom, like I'll check my phone really quickly, like I shouldn't do that,
yeah.
right? And someone will look at me, and I'll be like, hypocrisy is real in this classroom, and they don't like that. They don't think it's funny,
Yeah.
but I find it really funny.
Okay, one more vote. Should Pedro bring back the mullet?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll consult my wife on this.
If you have to ask her if you can get a certain kind of haircut, dude,
What? It's out of
you should be
respect,
sleeping
bro.
on my couch, okay?
Sometimes I might need to.
I'm growing a mullet. You can't control me like that. I will not be controlled. I will grow a mullet.
Jennifer Gomez will not be controlled.
No, I will not.
That's good though.
But
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like
good.
because I find myself being like spineless sometimes.
Yeah,
where
like would you
I-
ask if you can get a certain kind of haircut?
No, never, never.
I mean,
I'm playing.
are you though?
Yeah,
No,
Are you?
He's
I
not.
mullet.
I know he's not.
No, because
this is what he does.
He's independent.
He's just the dick.
He doesn't get
He's
it.
just the
He also
dick
doesn't have any hair.
Exactly. So
Sorry.
that's
I could
that's
still-
strike two,
No. Okay, well,
Damn.
I could grow a mullet. It would just be a skullet.
That's true. You know what? Okay, so in my
Is that
defense,
what it's called?
it's a
It's a
skull.
Skullet?
Yeah,
I always wanted because Santa has a skull.
he does.
Yeah, and
Santa's
a huge
a-
cock.
Fernando-
So watch out, dude.
Fernando could also grow a skull. Maybe not actually. He's really bald.
Is he
I
really?
also have a mullet. I have
mullet.
I have a mullet as well because the front of my hair does not grow, but the back of my hair does. So I just got to style it a certain way. But yeah, it's definitely a mullet.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Well, so shots fired at me, and that means that the door's
know,
open.
I know.
The door is a knocking,
well,
baby.
we went through Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, my family, without me crying. And let's just touch on that for a second.
Is that big?
Every holiday I cry
Why?
because my whole family
she's
picks.
pathetic.
No,
Shut up.
I'm sensitive.
What is this everybody against me?
I like how she's-
I invite you guys
keep
into my
looking at the-
house for the fucking world. For to come against me?
No, I love you. You're my favorite
We're
family
here
member.
for you, dude.
Yeah, you and Georgia are kind of tied 50-50, but the other two are kind of like way low
You're tied
down.
with your mom, bro.
Yeah, she's
That means
she's
a lot,
dope. And
because
shout out
she's-
to her because she actually I made a joke
I
earlier about
always
the
shout out to
about
Georgia,
the
first off.
podcast and the god grandkids, but like I do feel like she does.
She does.
Yeah, I mean like the
she have
tables are
not-
random little things.
Does she have any grandkids?
No. I
There's
have
dog-
a strong
dog dads.
feeling. I don't know who's going to be first to give her a grandchild. I don't know. I don't think
It's
she really
between you and
cares.
your sister, right?
I thought
Yeah,
it was
but-
gonna be Columbus, Ohio, a couple of years ago, but
We
I ended
did.
up not being pregnant. So hallelujah.
Woo!
Yeah, dodge that bullet, baby.
Shout out
Dodge that
Columbus,
bullet and
Ohio. Keep
dodge
listening.
Yeah, it's great for the views.
I don't really trust anything from
No,
Ohio.
you'll spit a couple out real quick.
I
Half
don't know.
Hispanic and
They're going to be cute. That's all I can
you
tell
got birth and hips.
Hell yeah.
I do. I have my whole life.
You got cupcake and birth and hips.
Cupcake?
You know what? Out of all the
What is
dessert,
that?
he's basically.
Cupcake hits?
I don't actually know what that means. I just thought it meant I eat a lot of desserts.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Hips
I
inspired
like
by
sweets. So
cupcakes.
what can I
Yeah.
say? I like them.
Sames, dude.
I
That's
love.
it's my
it's
downfall.
my vice.
For sure.
Not drinking. Not
Well,
anything.
drinking, it's marijuana,
No.
sweets.
Mine's
Those are
insomnia. And
masturbation.
sweets.
Chronic
Oh.
masturbation.
Oh.
Those are
I
all.
wonder if insomnia and sweets have played.
Oh,
together.
100%.
Yeah.
Any doctor would
Sometimes
tell
I
you
eat.
that.
Sometimes I eat to keep myself awake, dude, and watch more
Really?
TV.
Because you
yeah.
like to be awake.
Yeah.
You don't like to be asleep.
Well, I like sleeping. I just and I know I should go to bed sooner.
I'm the
but
same way.
sometimes I'll be like watching a show and I'm just like dozing off. I was like, all right, go grab a fucking couple of cuties and peel those bad
Well,
boys
that's
up.
healthy
And,
snack.
That's not that bad.
ah, sometimes.
Are we talking about your kidnapping dream again, dude?
Yeah, you gotta go
Grab a fucking couple cuties in my
Throw a little
minivan.
syringe with their blood and somehow I could binge 4 more hours. Well, bam!
Dude.
It got weird.
Wide awake, dude. Catch me on
Wide
Epstein's
awake and-
island, bro.
Yeah, you're definitely on that island, dude. All right, well. Downtown.
Everything's fine, I went
Downtown.
Is that a song?
Things will be great when
You're
you're downtown.
downtown.
That's all I know.
I don't
all
know
that's
what. I didn't even know that was a song, dude.
And then it just goes
Yeah,
downtown.
dude, by Petula Clark.
Downtown.
And more famously known as from the Nashville Bomber. That was
Yeah.
what he was playing on speakers before he blew up his RV.
Is that what that RV was?
The RV was playing a big warning that said, "There's a bomb in here and it's gonna go off soon." And then they played downtown, and then it blew up.
Downtown.
Now, wasn't there? I
That's
kind of saw.
morbid.
I kind of saw, some, but
Yeah.
it did. How many did it hurt people? Because
Mom
people
loves that
evacuated
song.
the area.
It's a
right?
great song.
There were 3 injuries. No.
I like how
report
you're
on the
telling me this
extent.
while singing like downtown. You're like 3 injuries, 3 people in the hospital.
Lots of buildings. though.
when you're downtown.
It's like a scene out of a movie.
But yeah,
Yeah,
because
the main guy, it looked like me in 20 years. Like if it was like one of those
20, dude.
Nick,
Say 5.
Scrooge.
you have good genes.
Yeah.
Don't be so mad at
Yeah,
yourself.
I mean he's wearing a lot of like
Big
fuck
drinking
boy
doesn't help,
jeans
but-
lately, but
Yeah, I I like those though.
Thanks.
But also look at my sweatshirt. So
Damn, your jeans, her sweatshirt, dog. Y'all bunch of couple
cut
of
from the
fuck
same
boys.
Yeah, dude,
man.
cut from the same cloth, dude.
I kind of am a fuckboy. If I were a dude, I would be a fuckboy.
Why?
I've always said if I was a girl, I'd be the biggest slut ever, dude.
Really?
Yeah, because you love cock.
We should probably. You should probably dive into that a bit.
Well, let's dive into it right now. Why don't we?
I'm ready. Why would you be the biggest slut? Tell me.
I don't. I think it's on the male side. It's.
I'm the only female here. Be wise with your words.
I'm not bashing.
She's
females,
a liberal.
but I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
not bashing dumbass females. I just
no. On the male,
smell their period blood.
there's a curiosity.
Shout out from last
Hey,
week.
don't start pointing
Your
at
beard
fingers
You
at me.
smelled
Pete.
someone?
What did I do?
No, it's
you
a thing.
admitted afterwards that you've smelled it too. So just get out of here.
But who are we talking about?
People you live
Just
with and
random
stuff.
people.
People
dude.
you live
No,
with
yeah.
and stuff. Are you married?
No, I did.
at
I did live with a girlfriend for
Look
5
at him.
years.
You cut your hair though.
So you could smell it.
Hey, somebody noticed finally. We're
He looks
talking
great.
about haircuts and looking good. And
Mullets.
somebody finally noticed that I don't
No,
look
no
as
one's
homeless.
complimenting
You look
you.
great. You look good.
You're oppressed.
buddy.
Well, he's the co-producer.
Bring on the race jokes. Okay, sorry. Just,
she's here for him.
sorry.
That's
That
all she
was-
wants. She's been saying that from the very beginning.
I know it's really bad. I need to stop. I'm white.
Give me them race jokes, baby.
Back to you being a slut.
Everybody can make fun of us white people, but we can't make fun of other races. I mean, come on.
Come on, it's fun.
It's not like we ever had a group or anything that just hated all other guys. Jesus.
Well, I think every group's kind of done that.
Yeah,
but-
La Raza,
we-
homie.
La raza. Everybody's, dude. Everybody's racist.
If I've learned anything from traveling, it just tells you that every group of
Yeah,
people
I remember-
is as racist as possible.
Yeah.
It's just in a different.
You said in Italy they treated you like shit.
Well, not me, but they would come to me all the time, and I don't know if this is like a good thing to say, but I'm going to say it because
Say
why
it,
not?
dude.
Every time I'd be at like a dinner party or house party in Italy, all the people would ask me about my hometown or where I'm from in America, and the number one thing they would ask me is how many African American or Black people, depending on their verbiage,
Have you hooked up with?
are in my town. They would ask me just who in my town. How
Like
many,
you're supposed to know
how
that.
many Black people are in the community that you live in? And it'd be like such a sincere but really weird question.
You're like, we took a census and we rounded them all.
Let me
eventually.
Google
I just moved
it.
into an apartment. It's 2% now, so I'm feeling a little bit
Yeah, I
safer.
feel
But
Does that
Fair.
determine how they judge you?
Well,
then? Like,
they
oh, she
don't-
probably lives. She's got a whole lot of.
There's a lot of African immigrants actually from Africa in Italy. So like in northern Italy, there's a ton of like northern Africans that basically like our same like how we deal with like our southern border, right? Which that's what they're dealing with in Italy too. Like they feel the same frustration, which I don't even want to get into, of how some people
get into
in
it,
this
dude.
nation feel about
Yes, of course, you're saying let's get
immigrants.
into
Yeah,
it.
let's
That's what
get
you guys
into
are
it.
always trying to get into it. Get into the country, get into our
Yeah,
jobs, get
fucking
into our,
beaners.
get into our.
I'm kidding. Oh my god, I'm kidding. I said
What did she say?
I
Dang.
called
She
her a
dropped that
beaner.
B word, dude. She's
Well,
married.
she's marrying that-
marrying
yeah.
mine. Yeah, it's
Yeah, she's one of you now.
Yeah.
Arguably, I knew I never would marry white because I really don't like white people.
I think I'm done with white girls too.
Well, I
Yeah?
feel
Yeah.
awesome now. I'm not at all uncomfortable.
No, it's not a compliment.
I get it. We suck.
Yeah, we really do. We were bad, and we age poorly.
I like you guys.
I would like to point out though that all the treatment that you talked about getting in Italy, doesn't that kind of like make the argument that it's actually not so bad here?
Oh,
Depends where you
I will-
are.
it
If you're
depends. I will-
downtown,
downtown. I will tell you the one thing that. Like, so my friend Ashley, we'll rewind.
What's
She's
his name
from
proper?
London. She's from a really affluent Black neighborhood in London. Her parents are
is she a
both
rice and beans?
No, her parents are like immigrants from the Bahamas. Like they're like second or third generation UKs, right? UKs, British people, whatever. I don't know. When we
Them
would
Ux.
be
We call them Ux.
when
over
we
here.
would be in Italy, out
That's
and
an
about,
Uck, bro.
and she's a really posh dresser. I mean, like she dresses better than anyone I've ever seen my whole life. People on the subway and in stores would come up to her and like touch her skin and hair. I'm not even joking because they do not
disgusting,
see.
bro. You can't do that
They
now.
don't see Black people live affluently. So in Italy, most people that immigrate from Africa live on the streets. They're selling jewelry. They're selling, knockoff purses, and they're loitering and living on the streets. They're
Mixtapes.
not. They haven't been able
SoundCloud
to assimilate.
rappers.
SoundCloud rappers, but they haven't been able to assimilate into the
Swag.
population. And so that's the problem. But it's the same as here, right? Some certain cultures feel like when they immigrate into the United States, they cannot assimilate, right? They're put in these communities where they only live with people from their exact same background or ethnicity,
Projects.
right? Depending on where you are
Yeah.
immigrating to, right? And so you can never really fully assimilate into the population. And that's the problem with the United States, is we say, oh, we're
almost
this
systemic in a way,
melting
huh?
pot, we're this melting pot. But yeah, if you go to certain if you go to certain neighborhoods, they're all Puerto Rican, or they're all like look at the East
Bro,
Coast.
we got reservations out here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, we really do segregate.
We got
people.
baseball teams named after him. I mean,
No,
come
that's
wow.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. I
Unbelievably
went on,
cool.
I went on a tangent. I don't really know where it was going, but yes, there's a huge
I don't know. Yeah, where did-
racism
I like-
exists everywhere, and
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand in Italy.
you just.
But then,
you
if
just
you
did
look
it.
here,
you're
when's the last time?
perpetrating it.
When's the last time you saw like an immigrant here and a bunch of Americans walking up to him like, "What are you?"
Never.
And, you know.
I hope not.
Because I think we've always been that.
That's why we live in
diverse,
gated communities.
melted pot.
Well,
you
and they
know?
say I like I don't know who came up with this quote, but somebody said it once, and I just repeated it forever.
we all regurgitate.
We're not a melting pot; we're a salad bowl.
Ooh.
Everything's in together, but
Damn.
it's all standing apart, and you know,
Hmm.
We ain't tossed. is what you're
Beautiful.
saying,
Yeah.
dude.
That, well, not really.
it's interesting.
I agree with that.
We're not a melting pot.
What kind
we're
of
a
salad do you
bowl.
think we are, bro?
We're probably an egg salad or something
Yeah,
like
from
that.
like
I don't
TGI
know.
Fridays or something like that.
Yeah.
That,
Or
like, they'll-
AJ's,
Yeah, and
dude.
the prep cook hasn't slept in 2 days and stuff like that. His boogers and
Boston
Corona
Market,
cough is in it.
dude.
Oh,
Salad
fuck.
dressing is 2,000 calories
Yeah, exactly.
with a lot of chemicals.
Yeah.
So wait, going back to this downtown.
Yeah.
bombing.
Downtown.
Downtown.
Didn't I?
So a bomb went off in Nashville. It was parked next to an AT&T building. The word on the Twitter sphere is that these well, this isn't the word on the Twitter sphere. It's just true that the AT&T buildings are NSA hubs. A lot of them. It came out in WikiLeaks that they
Drop
use a lot of these.
5G.
Is that what it
and
was?
so
It was fighting 5G?
People think that
Yeah.
he may have been like a Trump guy fighting 5G. and
Damn,
blew him
dude.
up.
Soldier, bro. Proud
It
boys.
could have been, some kind of like operation to,
Hurts my feelings.
to test response times because it knocked out 911 and a bunch of communications in a lot of areas. So there's a lot.
Because I thought I read something about like being there, like DWs being involved, like direct energy weapons and stuff like that.
Where'd you read
No.
that?
I don't know. It was just.
I think I
read it
know.
on 4chan.
I think I was on.
I
I think I
know
was on
where it
Inc.
came from.
I think I was on Inc.com. Honestly.
Check your sources.
So the suspect now, I think he's been moved to suspect. Anthony Quinn Warner, I think he's 63. He was
Damn, he was older,
He was
huh?
like an electrician. He worked installing like alarm systems, and his camper was found. They tracked him down on Google Maps. They saw a camper in his yard. It was like similar, and they
That
DNA
gets you,
tested
dude.
his
Fucking
remains. and
Takashi
shit.
6ix9ine of search engines.
There's no motive behind what he did. Nobody has a
No
motive. that they
motive.
can find.
5G. He
blew up.
Spying.
He blew up the motive, dude.
No, 5G
The
is
auto
turning
motive.
into zombies.
His
It created
own
COVID. It created COVID-19. So if you have to blame somebody, it's AT&T. They created coronavirus. They're putting these. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened at the same time?
People
5G
were
came out
passing out in
in
the
March and
streets,
spring,
dude.
and then what happened? We installed them. People were falling dead. Birds were falling out of the sky. Climate was changing. Coronavirus.
It's 5G. It's 5G.
So yeah.
So this guy is a genius. Is what you're telling
I'm
me.
saying he's fighting the good fight, and we're stuck in the patriarchy
guy's a
of modern
total Unabomber.
Western
Patriarchy.
society, and they're trying to feed us spoonfuls of bullshit. And this guy's going.
Sugared cereals.
They're
bro.
saying, "Hey, open up for the train." He's no.
Choo-choo,
He said,
chugga,
"No,
chugga,
I'm going to drive my train into your AT&T building, and then when I die, I'm going to take my $160,000 house, give it to one of my ex-girlfriends, fucking piece of a daughter."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's a little cutie with a booty. So
I lost you, man. I don't know.
I did
what
too.
you're
You went on.
talking about.
You went on that tangent
So
there.
the
I kind
bomber
of was
you're
not
talking about
lost.
it-
yeah, the bomber, he gave away. He also gave his house to the daughter of a girl he used to date.
He's just.
But just and then she's like, "This is so strange. I don't know why you would do this."
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It's
being
not
her?
normal.
So he just gave his house to this random
And
girl.
she's like, but also, it's
I don't
like,
want this
for me,
house.
like, if I randomly inherited 100, like, it would change my life. And I'm like, well, I don't like I mean, I'm going to take the house.
I mean, he
I'll
told
flip
her
it.
that he
You know
had
what? I'll flip
cancer.
it. Yeah.
he told everybody he had cancer, and he was given he gave his car away and he gave his house away.
Yeah, he had cancer because of 5G.
It's like right on. Right on. I got
wanted to
this
be
dude
famous.
hooking me up, and then he bombs Nashville, and you're like, ooh, it's bittersweet now. A little bit.
At least he chose a good song. Once again, Downtown is a really good song.
That's how I would like to go out.
I think that's what he did. That's what I was wondering. I was like, maybe he just really likes that song, and he's like, that's what I want to hear right before, as I'm going out. That's the theme music. You know?
And just kamikaze style, huh?
Exactly.
Wild, bro.
Could also have some deeper meaning downtown.
Well, I think they were
the
saying
opening line of the song is
it's something with
about
like
being lonely.
Yeah, lonely
Yeah.
and.
Well, all upbeat songs have a horrible, horrible message.
Yeah, what's that
I mean,
school
any
shooting
song
one
that's-
about
oh, I hate
bumped
that
up shoes
fucking
or something?
song.
Yeah.
The pumped up
Kids better run faster than my bullet.
I like that song.
I do too. I really like that
I
album.
actually
That
really-
album's amazing.
Who is that? Foster the
Foster the People.
I hate that song.
Yeah. Well, that album's really good.
Calling it. I hate it.
Well, the rest of the music is
But I
terrible.
also work in a school, and I'm low key terrified of school shootings. So.
But I mean,
you're a Democrat.
Like they're
I
talking
know.
about it as they're not celebrating it.
Yeah.
I know, but
I just,
They're celebrating.
they
it.
feel the way you feel.
I know.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be satirical? Maybe I need to listen to it again.
Well,
The
it's
lyrics
telling
that
a story about a kid that's
Yeah, they're
Right.
trying
rifling
to,
through his dad. It's
it's
a Democrat song. That's not stupid.
It's the 2010 version of Jeremy Had a Gun or whatever that
Oh,
Pearl
Jeremy
Jam
had a gun.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
That was Jamie, no?
Jamie, maybe Jeremy.
Well,
Jeremy's,
that was a couple years ago.
No, yeah, that's right. No, it's
That's after
Jeremy.
2020.
Jeremy spoke in class today. That's what it was. The song's just called Jeremy, but it's
Oh.
Jeremy's. Jeremy spoke in class today.
Beautiful,
No, fucking
dude.
bullshit.
Are we in Seattle? And
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking
It looks
about,
like it from
dude.
half of the room.
Yeah.
is that where we grew up?
Yeah. Anyway, so what's crazy about this? So this guy, if he was battling cancer,
They're
on
coming
his
back.
way
I'm
out-
saying everything's returning back to normal. See, now we're seeing
We got bombings
the bombings again. Yeah.
What a great way to celebrate Christmas.
I feel
Happy
like
New Year.
I feel like somebody said this was going to happen
Sorry,
after
your
Biden
party's
got
over.
elected.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But what's crazy about that, like if he was actually so sucked into that world of they think about the 4chan, the 8chans, and Reddit, and all these rabbit holes you can get caught in with conspiracies or other world. It's and there's no, and it's hard because there's freedom of speech. Like you should be able to say whatever. I mean, to a certain extent, it's
Should be
a
able to,
slippery
but it doesn't-
slope.
it doesn't
But what
exist.
happens is people like this guy who's getting older, lonely, possibly dying. He's actually maybe really believed he was doing something.
Was it fact checked that he did have cancer? I haven't really read into
No,
this a
it
lot.
was.
Okay.
just
I mean,
looked
it
like he
was.
did.
Uh,
They just
Well, he
it
looked-
was
he looked
reported that
horrible.
he's told people he had
Okay.
cancer, but
yeah, because
I don't know that he did.
his
or not.
neighbor was on the news today saying basically he was like, "Hey, are you gonna get anything great for Christmas?" I don't know if you guys saw
Yeah.
this, and he was like, "Oh, the whole world's gonna know my name. That's gonna be my Christmas
Oh,
present."
damn. That's wild.
Yeah. So, and he said that the day or two I think before this happened. Really? Come on.
That also seems like the kind of thing somebody would say if they wanted to, get on the news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
that's
kinda
that's all
that seems a
school
little cheesy.
shootings.
Yeah.
That's all bombings. I mean, that's a lot of the people.
Well, I
that do
think they
those
just
things.
came out with the,
And Happy New Year!
Yeah.
We brought a really happy
The
Christmas,
death-
especially.
the death certificate. He died of
things are-
COVID in the end.
That was good.
It's gonna get worse after the inauguration. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
And Georgia, which is coming up, so that's gonna be a shit show too.
Your mom?
No, I wish it was my mom.
My
It's
mom's
the
a
election.
shit show.
Well, she's a queen, so we don't talk about her negatively.
No, shout out Georgia, dude. I always shout out Georgia
I
on this
love
podcast.
that woman.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with her.
she's great.
It's
Seems like a myth to me over here. I
She is a myth.
see these presents.
She's like
and
the Virgin
these
Mary.
gifts that she bestows upon us.
she
but,
just is the most warm-hearted, kind person.
I can see
Without
that.
being warm-hearted.
How the fuck?
Yeah. That's the best part about her. She's not warm or endearing. She will not
that
hug
tough
you.
love, baby.
She will not tell you she loves you.
It's that tough love,
But she
baby.
will give you things and comfort. I start crying. I love this woman.
Cry.
Yeah.
My
Two-
grandma's name is
two
Georgia,
Trulies
and
in.
she's a lot like that, except for
Oh.
without the comforting and stuff.
Okay.
So she just straight up hates
So
you.
just harsh language, right? I don't know why I just went on a drunk tangent about my mother. I'm a lightweight. I don't drink very often. So
Well, good for you. I don't know if that's the third jab at me, but
it's actually genuinely not. I eat like, my feelings, so I just don't drink them.
COVID.
I'm not cheering you guys anymore.
I love you, Chen.
Whatever.
You know that.
Love is a
just forced you
fleeting
into
moment
that.
of time because no moment's ever the same. So love is temporary.
No, it's not.
It's as temporary as a tattoo.
It's as temporary as our lives, bro.
It's unconditional.
No, you shouldn't be in unconditional love, okay? Ask the guy that blew up that thing in Nashville because he gave his house to an ex-girlfriend's daughter. I mean, how pathetic.
Yeah. Does she still love him?
Yeah,
you
grow
not-
up. And
you
she's
not-
just like, I
Material
don't get it.
goods,
I don't
material
even need
goods.
this house.
Conditional, I think. I
Yeah.
love you based on the condition that you do not blow people up.
Well,
With a van
conditional
bomb.
love is very real, arguably.
Unconditional love, however, is not very real. That's my point.
Yeah, I think we went into this a couple weeks ago.
Sorry, yeah, I just had to defend that.
It's okay. I'm not
And if
bad.
you listen to our... No, I'm just kidding.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
We've had you on a lot of times. I know all the tickers is only when you're on you listen to these episodes.
I don't even listen to the episodes I'm on.
Oh, okay. Damn.
If it makes you feel
Oh yeah! Shout out. Who do you think
And
you
neither
are?
should
Follow,
you.
Follow, subscribe. We have a Twitter now that's going. Good stuff. out
I
here.
don't have a life. We
We
were
just
really
upgraded
just trying to. I tried to reiterate that at the beginning of the podcast. Like we went into quarantine. I was like, oh, okay, so I'm going to do the same thing that I always do for
Not
8
listen
months.
to the podcast.
Or
tomorrow?
going back to that, like, have you picked up anything else? You said you
Well,
read
I
a lot.
always have been an avid reader.
Yeah.
So I
But
read.
you had more time to do that?
Yeah. So and I started taking Italian again. So that was cool. I'm also in grad school, so that takes up way too much of my time. I have
are you
2 more
studying?
classes. I'm getting my master's.
The female
in-
anatomy, dude.
Yes, female
Oh
anatomy.
yeah. She did a little
Nah, I
bit
didn't say that.
overseas.
Curriculum and instruction.
Nice.
So, just more education nonsense.
She's
it going.
really going to know how to educate you, dude.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I read a lot, and then in the first like April, May, June, July, I took Italian every day. So I did that every day because
Did you
the
use a certain
school.
program or what?
Well, the school that I attended in Italy, because they had to shut down, they opened up classes online. And
nice.
so 8 a.m. here in the States is like an evening class there in Italy. So I would wake up every morning
Kind of worked out.
and just take Italian from like 8 to 10, which was really cool.
But when you were living there, you got the hang of it a lot, right?
Yeah,
You just came back and kind of lost it.
Yeah, it's just like one of those
'Cause
things.
you
You
didn't
don't
use
use
it.
it.
Yeah.
You don't use it, you lose it. So
I feel like I'm afraid that's happening to me right now.
with it,
With
Other
what?
things.
there's ways you can go about that. That's all I'm going to say. I was single for a long time.
Can you speak a little bit of Italian for us right now?
Sure. Io sono americano. Io chiamo Jenn. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Like
I'm
say I don't
American,
pay
my
for
name is
guacamole.
No pago. I don't know how to say guacamole in Italian.
No pago por guacamole, bro. I
Yeah.
understood that. Green shit.
Well, it's so similar to Spanish.
I mean,
it's not even
complete Latin
funny.
based.
Yeah,
Tell
it's-
us in Italian how you feel about your brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
And be honest.
amore mio. I love him.
Be more honest.
He's my love. No.
No, fuck you.
Maybe more
blanking.
honest than that.
This has been
blanking.
failed, okay?
It's a public podcast.
I'm tipsy and I don't even know what to say. Nick's very intelligent and bright. He's artistic. He's
This
always
isn't
been.
Italian, though.
I know, but like
This
now
is
I feel like I
backfiring on me.
have to.
I wanted you to talk shit about him in Italian,
Io sento,
and,
no, I can't because it's not possible.
Yeah, he said he's his
Impossible.
favorite split 50-50 between
Favorite-
Georgie and
right.
Mi
Fuckboy brother.
preferito un fratello.
Yeah, the best brother you have.
He's my favorite
Incredible.
brother,
This
but
is
he's my
incredible
only
right
brother
now.
I have.
that means a lot.
I've
bro.
never seen a family that likes each other. This is
Oh no, we're actually
We
hella
actually are
tight.
hella tight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nick and I
We
go.
made out a couple times.
Yeah, I mean,
Super.
sometimes tongue, sometimes not.
Yeah.
It just depends.
It's as if she was still speaking Italian.
I mean, 2 White Claws in, you don't know what's gonna happen, baby. Okay.
We actually were roommates for a year. That was funny.
You never lived
I
there.
know.
I was there. I was there more than
I was
you.
going through an emotional breakdown.
That's probably true.
Honestly, it is really true. We could probably dive into that, but I'm emotionally scarred.
Let's do it. No.
No. This is the New Year. This
No.
is a happy
New Year.
episode.
New Year. New
I
Year.
was telling you how much I love you. That's really
Yeah, she
refreshing
was.
and nice.
Okay, sorry.
than
I
the
didn't compliment
depressive-
you more. For
Now you
Mood.
in Spanish. Tell her.
No, I don't
how-
want. I don't want you to. Because Nick shows love through if you're really
Insults.
if he insults you a lot, he likes you. So I always tell Fernando
I've learned.
that.
I've learned.
No, well, I told
I'm like
Fernando that.
Helga from Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Is that what her name
football
was?
head. Yeah, Helga.
Yeah.
Her family was like Russian or something.
And the mom was a drunk.
She was drunk.
Did you know that?
Alcoholic.
There's like a YouTube clip you can
Wow.
look up that shows like that her
Did
mom was
not
a
know
drunk,
that.
and it shows all the clips from the episodes of her like
Helga's
hungover in the
mom,
morning,
yeah.
like throwing up, eyes closed, like
They always add something for the adults.
It's so funny.
Oh, 100%,
Always
dude.
add something
I was
for the
just watching a
adults.
movie with.
But no, what's weird about that? When I saw that, I think as a kid, I was programmed to be attracted to that woman.
You're like,
I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
what that mood is in the morning, but
I like it. Those sunken in eyes.
I feel like I can
a
smell
little
it.
vomit.
Everything.
Craving McDonald's. Oh wait, that's me on the weekends.
I thought they were just giving me somebody to relate to for my parents.
Oh.
Okay, cool. That one's for me.
But that, I mean, that's got to be what it
Downtown.
is.
Things will be great when you're downtown.
Jesus.
Too soon? Was that 3 days ago?
God,
Well,
you
nobody
guys-
really died
you guys
except
are
for that
animals.
guy.
See,
And a girl got a
but
house, so it's like a
that's why
happy
we're
ending.
close. We
I'm
got that
just
morbid sense of humor.
saying I
We
relate
both
to
like
that.
beer and pizza. It really just works easily.
Our whole family has such more like. It's funny because I make jokes like this, like at work or you and I, and they're like, "What would your?" It's like we do this at our house in
Oh,
front of our mom.
Yeah,
and dad.
our parents
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. We curse in front
We
of
just
them.
all do that
we
same
are all,
like.
That's
We
kind of
are-
how I feel about like when I'm around my parents.
That's
I
cool, though.
have the liberty to be like that as well. You know?
Yourself,
yeah,
you mean?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
appalling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Democrat.
Liberal. Well, honestly,
Third party, guys.
Snowflake.
Third party.
Well, and I don't know, and obviously you might not want to touch on that, Pedro. But I feel like when you are married to someone or you're in a close relationship with someone, you see the reality of their family and the reality of your family, and obviously they're very different most of the time. I've noticed, like all my friends. Who are
Well, no,
married,
that's Rachel's
They're-
his third cousin.
Yes.
Oh, so
Twice
keeping the
removed.
bloodlines close.
Yeah.
Keeping the bloodlines close.
Jesus
okay?
did that, you know.
I do
Amen.
know.
JC,
Amen.
right behind
Yeah.
you. Dude.
What would Jesus do? Where is JC? I don't see. Oh, he's right behind Nick's back.
He's
Oh,
coming.
he's
He's
already
coming.
He'll be here.
He's always there.
Jesus Crucio is the Santa Muerta of my life.
Oh, Santa Muerta.
Damn, that's wild, dude.
I know.
But no, going back to like you relating
Families.
like Helga's mom, and you saying that was for me, and it, in a sense, it was because the writer put that in there purposefully, right?
Oh,
And-
Always. There's always an
there's-
author's purpose.
And I was
This one's for the school shooter. We need somebody he can relate to.
That's dark.
you said like they always throw something in for the adults.
Always.
And the other day I was watching this movie. It's called The Good Dinosaur, where they personify the dinosaurs as like, I mean, they do that. They personify the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
They're people. They have a farm, and then the caveman is the animal or the beast, right? But there's a scene
Mm-hmm. Which
where
is
they're
kinda
eating
true.
this rotten fruit, and then in this kid's PG-13 movie, they trip out on that fruit, and you see them go on this like hallucinogenic.
What kind of
trip,
fruit was
and
it?
The forbidden.
The forbidden baby.
Yeah.
You
Was
know
it an
what I'm
apple
saying?
though? Was it an apple?
I don't know what it
Oh.
was. It came from.
It was
from
that peach, that sweet peach.
but I just
baby.
thought it was hilarious how they implemented that into this PG-13 kids movie, and I think it's always been there, but now as a parent, I look at it more. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Which movie was that?
The Good Dinosaur.
Huh.
It's
I don't
interesting.
think I ever
cute.
saw that
I
one.
don't know if I'd say interesting, but yeah, it's cool.
It's
I
cool.
babysat a lot. I've seen that one a lot.
Have you? Is that old?
No, it's pretty recent.
No, it's pretty new. I watched it when
You
I
still
babysit.
babysit?
Last summer I had a full-time nanny job.
Oh, really?
No, not last summer. The summer before, 2019, I was a full-time nanny.
2020 is
for-
kind of like taking
know,
the
it's
whole
really has
mind from
taken-
anything else is like this
Yeah.
past
No, I
dimension.
remember I went to like the Bahamas with this family. Like I was like their full-time
Oh, right,
nanny
that's
for.
right.
Damn.
Sounds
Yeah,
tough.
it
Sounds
was.
like
Oh
a
no,
really
it was.
tough
It
time.
Sounds
was
like she
real
was
tough.
banging the dad, huh?
Worldly.
Hopefully he doesn't watch
They don't
this.
watch this.
Oh, you'd be surprised. We have a big reach. Shout out Columbus.
Shout out Columbus, Ohio, baby.
You know,
But
he
what are they
masturbated to
doing
that
in
idea.
Columbus? I mean, do we trust anyone from Ohio?
They make Skyline chili, and Skyline chili is bomb.
I love chili.
Have you had Skyline chili?
No, I have not.
Yeah, what's your grudge against Ohio?
Oh, I just make jokes about. No one checks up on Ohio. Does anyone?
You know, half of my friends
don't-
out here are from Ohio. It's insane. There's so many Ohio
I mean, there's a
people
lot of people
out
from
here.
the
Ohio,
Midwest here.
Chicago,
Well,
yeah,
Chicago's
100%.
big. Yeah, Chicago's big.
I love Chicago.
I-
Chicago's the best. I want to go back there.
My kind of town. No Frank Sinatra fans?
we've
That's
done it.
fucking rude.
It's
Sorry.
It's really similar to the downtown thing.
I
though.
know, but you
I
can't
thought
If
that's
just
anything,
do
it's
the
a
same
play on
bit. You
words.
can't just keep doing the same bit with different songs.
But I've been doing that for 27 years.
You're 27?
I am.
Nice. When did you turn 27?
In May.
What kind of question is?
I would like to congratulate you on purchasing a house at 27. And I think
Thank you.
that's
Well, it
pretty
hasn't
amazing.
been purchased yet, but we got to.
You're on your way. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's funny because my fiance is really kind of a checklist kind of guy. He's
The dog.
I need that.
You know,
I think
yeah.
I don't have that.
it's
Structure,
good.
baby,
It is
structure.
Good, but,
Yeah.
but it's also
annoying.
It's neuronic. Words. It's to me, it doesn't make sense. He thinks like at this age you have to do this, and this age you have to do this, and I've never been like that.
Do you
I've
think
been
that's
like, I'm
you
gonna
were?
do-
I was raised
I've
that way. I
never
feel
been like that ever. I was like, oh, I'm gonna graduate from college at 24. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna start my full time job at like I'm gonna go to Italy for a little bit. Like that's cool. I was
wild.
never in that like weird set, and I think it's because I'm the youngest though, because mom and dad didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she's like, do whatever you want. Honey.
Yeah, they were just like, oh,
these two fuck ups
yeah.
now.
Yeah. No, I mean, not really, but like, kind of.
Happy New Year, everybody. Okay.
Nick, you know what? We got to go
I'm
back to the
fucking-
All
Thanksgiving
I'm
and
saying
Christmas.
is,
I didn't cry.
I wish
at
I
all.
was the one who died. That's all I'm saying.
God
Okay.
damn, dude.
Nicholas.
Shout out Mac Miller.
Sad Nick back in the house.
It's a sad boy.
Sad Nick.
Yeah, I was
Sad Nick.
Trying to escape it. You guys keep on
Triste,
bringing me back
triste.
down and inviting me to my house.
Triste.
Bringing you back
Downtown.
But you can do
Hilarious.
for the fucking. Now I feel out of it.
Comedy.
I've been staring at myself a lot in this camera. I just wanna let you know.
100%.
Yeah, we're trying to have
No,
a conversation with you, and you're like,
No.
hello.
Who's that cutie, dude? That's what you
You know,
keep saying
I actually
over here.
read this not too long ago that people that stare, like people that go into
They're
the mirror and check-
narcissistic. Yeah, that's what
No,
they-
it's not. No, it's
American
your,
Psycho.
It's your,
Have you ever read
it's
it?
your insecure. It's that you're insecure.
Yeah,
it's
I could
not.
see that, yeah.
It's a spectrum.
I could see that.
We're all on some
Narcissistic.
spectrum, aren't we, guys?
Oh, yeah.
A
Can
lot
we
of
agree to
things are
that?
fluid.
Yeah.
A lot of things are
Everything.
fluid. Everything is fluid.
We live in the gray, baby.
Drink a lot of fluids, baby. That's for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. I know. So sobriety
Sobriety's
is
gonna
gonna
be
hit me like
Oh,
a
are you
pound
guys
of
gonna do that
fucking
again?
Yeah, you're doing it with
bricks.
us.
Okay.
That's easy for her.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Well, Fernando's
Unless
now
you're
on this
sober from
wine.
fast food.
I love McDonald's. We
Shout
could
out
have
McDonald's.
we could have a whole hour conversation about
Well,
that.
let's do it, dude. Come on, jump on.
You
what's
always
what's
wanna
No, we
jump
only got
on.
like 20 minutes left.
what's your order at McDonald's?
No, number one, egg McMuffin, Diet Coke.
That's breakfast.
Yeah, that's all I
Number
get.
one
Oh, that's
breakfast,
all you
okay.
get.
Yeah, I love
You
McDonald's
don't do
breakfast.
lunch. You don't do a dinner.
I'll do some nuggies from time to time. What's in
Oh,
those? I don't know.
A couple nuggies.
bunch of antibiotics.
No, this is actually really bad. When I was I'm fat still. When I was really like heavier than I am now.
Okay.
Right? This is like, wow, I went there. Okay. For breakfast, I'd eat McDonald's, and for lunch, I'd eat Taco Bell. I'm not even
Damn.
joking.
Okay,
and that
Taco
was
Bell
like
order.
every-
Spit it.
Oh, Crunchwrap Supreme, hard,
You
crispy
went to
taco.
Supreme, huh?
Yeah,
I
Supreme.
was always a chalupa guy.
Mm-mm.
I do the chalupas.
And I do the little
man.
cheese and nacho trash. Yeah, I love that.
What's funny is I did that for years of my life though too. I did
I
it
was
like
20, I was
three
22,
meals.
23. Like, it was not like
Yeah.
I was like old to be doing
Yeah.
that. But the problem is, it really showed up residence on my ass. And
that's why you
other
married a
places.
Mexican guy.
Well, he likes some thick. What can I
Hell
say?
yeah, dog.
The bet. No, my favorite was meeting.
right, dog.
No, my favorite was meeting.
No, that's
This is what a pog is. Okay.
That was that was the best meeting Fernando's family
I don't know
though.
what that means.
I got you. Fernando's family was so funny to me because my whole life I've been told.
skinny.
Well, my
She needs some more tamales.
tamales.
eating dinner.
Yeah, like literally eat like 6 tacos when I go
So
over there.
Fernando's family.
Well, no. So I grew up being like the outcast, chubby. Like my whole family is skinny. They're all
really?
skinny, and I was always kind of the curvy, chubby one, right?
Have another drink.
I got McDonald's DoorDash here. Hey.
Thank you so much.
This is welcome back to Girl Talk.
CJ said he could smell your period when you came in, so we got a head on it.
Wait, so that was about me?
CJ's superpower.
Yeah.
No. This is.
I
last
am on my
episode.
period though. So jokes on you.
Oh shit.
He's like, we're gonna need some chocolate today. So I'll get some chocolate. I'll get some McDonald's. It'll get here through
Yes,
the
I
fun.
don't
Do you
want the
guys
sweets.
smell that? It's a little irony, huh? You're disgusting.
Let me
CJ.
talk about my childhood trauma.
I thought you guys talking about my period.
No, I mean,
Welcome to the Who Do You Think You Are? Another year in, we haven't changed, baby.
that's traumatic as well.
We
But
got
I'm the
more
only female
cameras,
here.
More lights, but we're the same motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, new year, new me.
No, dude, that doesn't exist.
Or no, new mirror,
New beer, new beer, baby.
new year, same me.
Hell yeah.
I keep
I
looking at
can get on
myself in the
board with it.
mirror.
New present.
mirror,
It shouldn't be the same. You constantly evolve in Buttercup.
Under construction.
Okay, constantly under construction. I'm that highway that's never built up.
Hell
Never
yeah,
ride,
dude.
take a ride.
I'm
on
like
it.
So
the
many
101
taxes.
right now.
Hell
So
yeah.
many taxes.
I'm closed on Fridays. You know that shit. Don't
Taxes
Weird
that don't go to
hours.
meaningful
It's like,
things.
are you only doing construction during traffic? Like, don't you know when
Always.
to do construction?
8 a.m. on a Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna do only 3 to 5 p.m. on the weekdays. On the weekend, we can't work on the weekend. Who's gonna work on the weekend?
Taxes.
I'm not working on the weekend.
Everybody's working
Yeah.
for the weekend.
If I'm working on the weekend, I can't go downtown. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
That's
sometimes
really
I want to
motif
bomb
here.
places when they have everything shut down during the week. I'm trying to work. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
Maybe that's what that was.
We can
Sorry, let me bring
we can
that
edit
down.
out,
Yeah.
probably.
Things got a little bit. We should probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Jump back to your
Because
childhood.
if somebody does a
Oh,
side by side of the
shooter
Nashville
jokes.
Bomber and CJ, it's going to be way too similar. They're like, who did they hire?
That's
And then
pretty much what he
Rachel's going to have a
looks
Is that what he looks
conspiracy
like?
theory that
Oh,
he was the
Rachel.
bomber and he's now a producer on the show and he's trying to brainwash us. And I don't have the control of that.
Is she,
Damn, some
is she a
QAnon.
conspiracy theorist?
That was the newest drop on you.
So is Nick, though. Nick loves conspiracy theories.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You're an idiot if you think everything's true that the
Oh,
government
I don't
and
think
people
everything's
tell you.
true.
I know, but you're still a Democrat at the end of the day.
I know.
That's eating McDonald's.
What do you,
I
what
know,
do
and
you-
that's so
And I'm a
contradicting.
32-year-old that has a podcast. Shout out, who do you think you are? Follow the Edisons.
At Jen Chento
Two
makeup.
shameless plugs this episode, all right?
So
it's a
childhood trauma. Oh yeah, you look just like him.
Yeah,
honestly.
dude, it's pretty close.
Is it really?
It's uncanny.
Hey, let me see that.
Okay.
It looks kind of like him.
If it looks like him, dude. Oh, he's a handsome man.
It doesn't. I'm just
Now,
tipsy. I think.
look at the person that he gave the house to.
Can we go live with her?
Dude, where is
I'm
this
just
at?
saying I
No,
would
no,
probably
no.
swipe the correct way.
you say
We'd probably match
Nashville?
up, dude.
Where was this? Nashville?
Dude,
Nashville.
I'd have a place in Nashville, dude. We could have
Nashville's
a podcast
really
studio.
cool.
We could have a podcast studio in Nashville.
I've never been.
I haven't either, but I'm sure
I haven't
it's
either,
cool.
but I'm like, it's really cool.
yeah, it'll be like the real world.
Oh, that was a great
Hell
show.
yeah.
I used to love the real
Me
world.
too.
I just
Fucking,
love
I'm a sucker for reality TV.
Oh, I love it. 90 Day Fiance.
Love Island over here, dude.
Oh, okay. I respect that. Respect
you?
that.
90 Day
It's hard to
Fiance is
respect.
good.
90 Day Fiance
Sunday-
is my shit.
yeah.
I got Fernando like sucked into it. And it'll be like Sunday, I'm like, guess what's
looks
on?
like-
Because
it
we're
look-
too poor for DVR, but we do have cable. You know what I mean? Like we're not.
But it
that
looks like
poor.
you traveled abroad and brought him back, and
I
he's here on a
wish.
K1 visa.
I really wish he
That's what it
was.
is.
I know. I wish. That's really all I ever wanted.
I mean, yeah.
I really thought I'd marry someone that was not American. I was
Really?
really banking on that. But I'm too thick over there.
You think?
Uh-huh.
I like him thick over there. No?
Not in the countries I've been to. And I've been
Yeah.
to 30.
I don't think they can.
That was a
afford to
selfish
over there.
plug.
That was a little weird. Like it was 30. You know?
3-0.
Shout out.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
places. I'm
that's a flag.
27 years old,
Yeah.
buying a house, traveling the world. What are you doing with your life? Starting a podcast? singing downtown with your friends, getting high, pathetic.
White privilege.
White
privilege.
We got a Hispanic guy over here. He's a beautiful little twink.
White.
You think this was easy?
It wasn't.
It's hard.
That's
It's
why I'm
easier to
right
pull
here
this
is
guy
white
in.
privilege.
It's hard to keep this up. Okay,
Yeah.
it's hard to keep this up.
The
this
hair is nice
shield-
and swapped
I know.
over tonight.
Yeah,
It's
looking
really,
sharp.
really.
He's like a hairless cat in a way, you know?
I love Sphinx
I only got
cats.
hair on my head, baby,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well,
and not the one downtown.
no one else was on
Damn
that.
it!
Oh.
God,
We
damn
weren't
it.
ready
Read
for
the
you.
room.
You missed the timing.
My kind of town.
Chicago. See, I don't read rooms. I just go for it.
Yeah, well, it's part of the. Yeah, that's.
That's
yeah.
kind of who I am. Yeah,
I think we all do that.
it just works.
Yeah, you have
So
to.
childhood trauma.
what were we
I'm
talking
just
about?
kidding.
We're jumping
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So you were a fat
Wait.
little kid.
Long story short, I was.
You were the
but
black sheep. You were the black
scary-
sheep of
no,
the
the-
family,
no, Nick
always
was,
outside.
Nick was definitely the black sheep. Look at him.
Whoa!
It's a race joke.
Race jokes in the house.
Culture appropriation from head to toe, and I
Yeah.
ain't mad at it.
No,
okay?
not mad at all. No, I actually, the scary thing is I wasn't that fat. I was just like a little curvy. Like it wasn't that bad. I weighed 125
Yeah, okay,
pounds
but let
when
me
I
stop-
graduated
let
from
me
high
stop you
school.
there.
Okay,
Let me
like I
stop
was
you there.
tiny.
Let me
Yeah.
stop you there.
Yeah,
Because
okay, right.
Italians and Hispanics do the same thing as they like to make fun of like
The
your worst
chubby.
quality.
Always.
Of any single person,
Always,
and that
yeah.
becomes the
So what do
nickname.
you're
becomes
cultural appropriating
Hispanic
saying
culture.
we're the same,
but-
dude.
Italian and Hispanic cultures are
saying-
very similar. They
Yeah.
are. They're very similar. Long story short, it was just odd being in Fernando's family, like pictures and about, and like nothing was ever said about my weight. If anything, I was small compared to them.
She's like flaunting
Hey.
her
Yeah,
own
it's
pictures,
like,
dude.
shit.
I'm sure they're gonna like to hear that.
Well, I'm just really short too. They're all just bigger people. It's not that they're all curvy, but they're all like at least like his sisters are both 5'9", 5'10".
Damn.
I'm
They
5'3".
could be in the WNBA.
Yeah, they could if they really wanted to be. I don't think they would want to be, but if they wanted to be,
Yeah, nobody wants to be.
no, I don't think so. But yeah, anyway, it was I don't know where I was going with the childhood trauma. It was just funny, but
It was funny.
Childhood trauma is funny.
But
If
it
you get
being-
anything from this podcast, childhood trauma is funny.
Being
And
put-
laugh at it. Happy New Year, baby.
being
All right?
put on
New
Weight Watchers at
administration.
10 years old is a lot. It's a lot to take
I
in.
can see how that'd be traumatic for you.
Weight Watchers at 10 years old?
Yeah.
That's traumatic.
It should've
I'm
been
sorry.
9.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
a slim
It should've been
fast.
9.
That's
Look
Eight
at
and a
what
half.
happened.
Yeah.
How do you feel like that affected you?
Jesus.
I like to eat more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
'Cause you rub it
leaned-
in their face,
You
right?
leaned into it because of that, or do you think it's just part of like? Do you think
It's
it had
how I
anything to
dealt.
do
It's
with-
how I dealt with
Life, filling the void.
it's emotion.
Yeah, like I
it's
drink.
totally
Yeah.
emotion.
Yeah.
It's emotional tendency.
yeah, dude.
Now I've gotten a lot better at. I mean, over the years, it's been a lot easier. But it's weird looking back retrospect in college when I thought I was having the time of my life. I was the most depressed I've ever been. Where I'm eating fast food for 2 to 3 meals a day, partying constantly. I'm 20, 30 pounds heavier then than I am now. Right. Now I'm still thick, but it's just different. It's different.
That was the McDonald's.
It was.
That was Jen.
I actually didn't eat McDonald's this week,
Server.
fuckers.
That's good. Good on you.
Thank you
Heck
so
yeah.
much.
Keep it up in the new year.
Thank you so much.
New year.
Now,
new
is that a goal of yours?
No.
No. Okay, perfect. Onward. to the
No.
next topic.
I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
'cause
bad?
it's all bullshit, dude.
It
It's like you
is.
should do it. Why not start now?
Yeah, like I weighed myself today. Actually, I've lost weight over the break, which is really weird. But I think it's because we cook. We're poor, so we eat at home every single day.
Wow,
Getting
yeah,
that
Every
poverty
single
weight loss.
meal.
Yeah.
I mean,
cook
we don't.
food at home. We're so poor. we
Well-
live in a place. We're looking for houses. I've traveled to 30 countries. It's hard out here being a white woman. Okay, it's not easy. I married an Hispanic guy. We're looking
Well,
at houses in Surprise. It's like it's Surprise. It's not great, but it's something. It's,
We're
3
teachers.
bedrooms. It's,
It is really
we're
nice.
teaching.
Chen, you can move in.
Yeah.
A backyard for
But
McLuhan.
I think it'd be so hard being like
They got an extra room. she
with
said.
just like looks being a girl, because I feel like even with a guy it's embarrassing how much I'm like concerned with that kind of stuff, that if you go on like Instagram or something and look at the girls that you're comparing yourself to, it because it is such a different
Sucks.
world. Like men don't really give a shit and some do.
The
but
bar
it's
for
also
men
such a
is really low.
It's so much
Let's
different.
be honest. Dad bods are in.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
just the bar for men has always been really
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
like you look at dads, and I'm sure you're a great dad. I'm really not trying to. I have no idea
don't
what it's
give me too
like.
much
Okay,
credit.
well, whatever. But like, I cannot
listen to the
stand
podcast.
when these men are like, "Oh, I watched my kids for 2 hours." Like, you mean you
Yeah.
fucking just did your job as a dad? Like,
Right, you were a
you're not,
parent
You're
for
not
2 hours?
babysitting
Right.
your
Amy
fucking
Schumer, slow
kids.
down, okay?
Yeah, well,
This isn't this kind of podcast.
Hey, keep your tits in your sweatshirt,
Yeah.
okay?
I will.
Getting a little preachy over here,
I
okay?
used to- well, it's the liberal, but kind of smart.
Yeah,
you know,
the liberal trying to crawl their way out of
I
the
know,
corner.
all the
Okay,
time.
They're just
stop
they're
scraping.
just,
Oh,
they're
he's
just
just
chewing that
freaking out.
corner.
Don't
huh?
use
They're
the word
just
scrape when
Just
talking
because
about
you're the
women.
most angry in the room doesn't mean you're the right one.
Have you talked to
Karens,
Dad?
Karens would beg the differ.
I
on
don't
that.
think I'm a Karen.
I know. I was just. I wasn't.
No,
calling
Fernando
it.
calls me Karen sometimes when I get mad about things.
She's a Karen.
It
bro.
offends me. It really does.
Call him a beater like you did me
Yeah.
earlier.
But he's
Two
like,
of them.
but he's
Shout
more.
back at
He's
that.
more white than I am sometimes.
Yeah, he is a pretty white guy.
He
huh?
shoots guns and drives a truck. Like,
Yeah, and he has one of those flags
Not
with
Yeah,
the blue
making
line
it
on
all.
his
Do
truck.
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he has that American flag with the blue
No,
line on the
it's-
truck too. That
No,
Yeah,
that's
good.
so lame.
I know it's lame, but he has it. It's
No,
like
he doesn't have it, thank God.
Is the Blue Lives Matter on the back?
I hate that shit. Let's not dive
oh,
in. Let's not dive into
anti-Blue
that.
Lives Matter. What do you hate, police?
God, remember, refund the police, baby.
Yeah, make them fun again.
Defund.
Dress them up in short shorts. Make them do hula hoops and stuff on the way to walk in your car. Hey, you got a DUI, baby? Do you think this is funny?
Hell yeah,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
Can you sing this song?
Down.
All right, you're good, buddy.
Yeah.
That's where you're going.
Actually, what's in the back of this RV, sir? I'm actually glad I pulled you over. It's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. in Nashville. What are you doing in an RV?
What are you doing? What are you doing in an RV downtown?
I'm going to AT&T because they're messing with my service.
That's a good look for you, Chad. God.
That's his regular look. What
I
are you
can't
talking
wait.
about? He didn't do that much different.
Yeah,
know.
thank you. God bless America.
Well, honestly, if he thinks he's bad looking, if you shave my head, I'd look just like him, grow a beard. So the sunken eyes.
And Happy New Year, people.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout
Knew
out
you,
Elliot
knew me,
Page.
whatever.
with the family on New Year's Eve.
What are you doing New Year's Eve?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Christmas song.
Actually, is that a real song? What,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Ella Fitzgerald, I'm pretty sure. And the Carpenters cover, it's a fabulous cover.
Hello, the Carpenter. Shout out.
dude.
Oh,
They need to get some more
Karen.
love.
She was
Ella
gone.
Fitzgerald, shout out though. Why not?
Yeah,
Let's
why
not
not?
skip over her. We
That's true.
love
Yeah, but I love the Carpenters.
we love colored people.
Yeah, dude. I like what
Oh, yeah.
they build a lot
True.
of cool things.
Yeah.
Colored people.
No.
The Carpenters.
That was
He's like, Jesus,
that was
dude.
bad.
I'm a dad now. What do you expect? Those are
Yeah.
dad
Yeah.
jokes.
They
okay?
are dad
I was
jokes.
the bad one.
Do you start
Take
introducing
credit
yourself
for
to the
bad.
waitress at the restaurant?
No. No, I don't think I'll ever stoop that low, dude.
I do that. So
Oh,
Don't
you're
just don't count yourself out, dude.
don't sell yourself short. You only have one kid. It's
That's
like not
true.
even full time yet.
Oh, okay. Says the person with no kids.
Damn.
Hey, I have 182.
Well, that you sent home at the end of the day. At the
Liberal
end of the
propaganda
day.
once
I
again.
know.
Yeah.
We're all in this
Pushing my
together.
liberal agenda.
I got 182 kids.
I got
I'm
that in an
basically a-
email one time.
And they're all in cages.
I got that in an email one time that I was pushing my liberal agenda
Really?
because we were reading a Maya Angelou story. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Sorry.
Didn't we all?
And she
read
smuggled
Maya
people in the
Angelou?
tunnels, huh?
No, she
Maya
did
Angelou?
not. This is not that. Different
No.
era.
It's true. Like,
No,
it is crazy.
this is not Harriet Tubman.
Oh, my bad.
I teach English language arts, not history.
But how's it so true that like literature, basically, we are dumbing down to what the books are even talking about, what we're doing with
Fahrenheit
language.
451, 1984.
Like how many times has it been written? And then the books that we would read, like that we were actually lucky enough to read in school. I'm glad I
we
was
don't read
able
books
to.
anymore.
And that-
Kill a Mockingbird.
And it's like that's being taken out of that brain. Like in kids that are
White
born-
savior, though, there's a lot of problems in To Kill a Mockingbird that I could
Yeah.
dissect another day.
But kids that are born in this world, like, will never have the attention span to want to read a book or
Well,
something like that. It is being completely bred out of the system in this weird way.
Yeah, it's
like
because
we are
SAT prep
silencing-
and things like that, they don't care about reading novels anymore.
Really?
It's really shitty. As someone who loves literature, it's incredibly disheartening.
Yeah,
It was deep.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, whoa.
Moment of
Happy New
silence
Year.
for literature. There.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's
Shout out
horrible.
No,
literature.
it is. It is
These
kind of.
kids-
It's
well,
really
you
simple.
know,
No, but it's crazy
told my
because these books are
kids-
about this happening. It's like,
Yeah,
we're going to burn the books.
100%.
We're going to take
Yeah.
away the books. We're
We're
going to
gonna take away your
things.
freedom. We're gonna take.
Ch-
We're gonna make
change
you.
language
Well, like,
for one. The piece, you know what was
Right.
well, we're gonna read we're gonna watch Social Dilemma on Netflix, the documentary, and then we're gonna read parts of 1984. I know, but
They're all correlated.
they're all
Like,
correlated.
Yeah.
It's years and decades later, and there's so much to dissect there. But
You
yes, we don't read books anymore.
There's a, and I don't know if you can just choose to do this or not.
Yeah.
But there's an incredible interview with Aldous Huxley, author of Brave New World.
Yeah.
And Mike Wallace.
We're reading that in January
Hell
as my
yeah.
freshman.
Hell yeah.
Plug.
That's amazing. That's good.
Are you really?
Yo, Miss Chento's ninth grade honors English class.
check it out, this
You're
po-
outside
podcast.
reading.
that
Okay,
that has nothing to do with the school, or
So the one thing I do love about where I teach, just selfish plug again, I can teach whatever the fuck I want.
okay.
So parents will sometimes, come in hot and say, but my administration will say, oh, that's
They
covers these-
defend you. Yeah.
So we
This is the kind of school. This is what we want to promote. and
we
this
actually
is what we
weirdly
teach.
enough, because I teach in a really not diverse, affluent neighborhood. But I've taught. I mean, I'm teaching the Kite Runner with my sophomores next month, and I'm gonna read Brave New World with my freshmen.
Have you read that?
I've read Brave New World. I read that when I was a student. But no, I'm.
See, I
I'm
wish I
lucky.
was so much into like books back then.
I know,
in high
dude,
school,
I
dude. When I was
know.
like, because I was like, yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird, but I could probably like name me one thing that happened. Maybe, yeah, it's like I just wasn't there in high school. I didn't want to be there.
A lot
you know
of
what
kids
I'm saying?
aren't, though.
But now afterwards, I'm like, dude, I'm such a fucking idiot. Why didn't I pay attention? Like,
Shout out
'cause
Catcher on the Rye.
Yeah, shout out fucking idiot. But
I hate that main character. But anyway, go on.
It was the first time hearing a narrative that was like similar to something that was it was like one of those moments.
It's a
reading.
relatable book. Kids really like that book. I will never discredit that. Kids really.
It just with a lot of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it hit. I was an idiot at the time too, but it was something I was like, oh, I'm a piece of shit that's like thinking these like self-obsessive things or thoughts. And it was weird hearing that narrative. That's the same thing that happens with any author that kind of relates with me, like Hunter S. Thompson. I'm like, well, he's thinking this like my brain is so manic, but it goes to these beautiful thoughts, to these obscure things that I shouldn't be saying. You know, like I'm like, it's like comforting to know that somebody else is existing inside of this realm.
Yeah.
It's warm.
I think
it's
anybody
warm in those words. It's rich, you know.
Okay,
That's
go back
like
to
those
Brave
cartoons.
New World. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. We'll get there. I was going to say that's like the cartoons that are writing characters for, kids from broken homes and shit.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
the writers.
That's the beautiful thing about literature and why it's so sad that it's moving out of the classroom is that people aren't going to have the opportunity to see that people experience all shades of experience and that you're probably pretty normal.
Well, have you seen TikTok?
And that's how
Because
No, but that's a really beautiful thing.
If
to
you
say.
have TikTok, baby.
that's a brave new world.
popping.
No, but what CJ was saying is so important because that literally, if you look at research of people who read fiction, they are more apt to be empathetic. They're more apt to be open-minded and understanding.
Because you put yourself in other people's
I know it is liberal,
Push it
but
to
the
the
reality
left.
is, but that was my escapism, and there's not a lot of kids who have that
Yeah.
as their escape.
Well, they have the scrolling.
Well, and
Hell
it's,
yeah,
but
dude.
it's horrible.
On
And
IG.
but the thing is, I know a lot of my
Thousands of
students, and they
apps.
know it's horrible. They know the scrolling is horrible, and they genuinely don't know what to do to stop it.
Right.
It's
addicting.
like actually really scary seeing a 15-year-old student come to me and be like, Miss Chento, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like
Damn.
Bruh,
I'm
get a
on my
flip
phone.
Yo, I don't
Let's
know
go
what the
back
fuck
to
to do,
flip
Teach.
phone.
Yo, Teach. I don't know the fuck to do, man.
Hey, yo, Teach.
You listening?
I don't know what the fuck to do.
Let me tell you something, Teach. I can't stop scrolling.
Can't stop. I can't stop.
They
I'm doing it right now.
They can't. Their brains are not developed yet.
No,
They
it's true.
genuinely
It's so
can't.
fucked up.
We
no,
are
we're
laughing
joking.
at childhood trauma because you
Well-
said childhood trauma.
Well,
it's
and they're
funny.
how we
and
do it
they're
here.
and
That's how
they're
we do it here,
far
baby.
worse off than we were.
It's so fucked
I
up. No, it
genuinely,
sucks.
they
It's
are
different.
so.
It's different variables that they're
But
dealing with.
then
It's
I
different.
will
It's different
fucking
agendas.
Say, what pisses me off though
Shoot
is
it.
I am super. I try to be as like sensitive to students' needs and their like mental health.
Thems,
and I had
thems,
a
yeah,
yeah,
all that.
I had a
Mhm.
bunch of fucking students tell me a few months ago that because I'm really strict. I hold really high expectations for my kids. I also teach honors level classes.
She's also strict in the marriage. She said earlier. Dude.
But they were like, you don't really think about our mental health when you set high expectations.
I don't like that impression.
That's-
terrible. That's not smart.
It's not smart.
That's remedial.
But it offended me because I'm like, I'm like, I don't give a lot of homework.
Right.
We do everything in class. Although I am strict and set high expectations, like I'm very kind to my students. I see how they're doing. If they're having a bad day, I let them like veg in that. That's fine. But it was so funny because I had these students that were like, well, you like tell us that we can't read a book in 2 months and we're pathetic. So I'm angry.
Did you get them to articulate why they think the high expectation is like some kind of personal
Yeah.
offense?
So I wrote back on all of their, because my last question of my final always is, what can I do to better support you? Right? And kids will always say like, oh, I like to sit in the front, or I like to work in groups more, or I like to do this, right? But these kids were like, you're mean to our mental health. You make us feel bad about ourselves. I'm like,
Damn.
yo,
Fucking TikTok kids. dude.
yeah.
know.
And it really honestly offended me because as a millennial teacher, 2, someone who has a fucking rainbow flag in my classroom.
Shout out.
And I always am trying to be super like conscientious of their mental health.
Yeah.
And so I was like really taken aback. I was
This
like,
bitch. That's what she
Yeah.
said. She's like, this
But I
bitch.
did. I had them be really specific as to why. One of them actually put in quotes what I had said to the whole class. They had 2.5 months to read a fucking book that was 222 pages, and a lot of them didn't read it.
Dude, I remember teachers saying that in my class.
And I was like, you guys are pathetic.
Up. Yeah,
if you
like-
cannot read a 222-page book in 2.5 months, you're a fucking idiot.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's pathetic.
I can empathize with them a little bit now because
Yeah.
I'm remembering being a kid and,
And
getting
having
this.
that,
Yeah.
And as somebody who can easily read
pathetic.
that much in that, but who didn't because I had no structure or anything like that, and and even to this day I fucking can't manage a schedule.
Right. Well, that's because you were
shout out
raised.
last 2
how you
weeks.
raised. Yeah.
So like I can empathize with the kids in the sense that they're like, this isn't motivating me.
Right. 100%.
It's that negative reinforcement.
And
right?
the problem is,
in a sense.
and I really
Right.
try not to go there, right? But we've all been there, right? Where
I
we
just say
just fucking explode.
Some of them need it though.
Some of them
Some
do.
of them will
I
thrive
needed
under it.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just, and that's the
I
hard
needed
thing.
it, and I still didn't read the next book. It was
Right.
terrible.
Right.
Well, maybe you needed something else then.
Yeah. Well, and that's the problem. You have 37 kids in a room.
Yeah.
Every single kid is
Damn.
going to need something else, right? And
And they all got masks on.
And,
Happy
well-
New Year, everybody.
But I hate
well,
about
that shit sucks.
But what I hate
too,
about that the
really.
most is the mental. It's like a mental health hijacking of what that actually means, and when it becomes a trend or something to be cool on.
Well, that's what it's become.
That's what. Yeah.
That's what it's become.
And this has
Oh,
been
I
a great
have
New Year's episode.
anxiety.
Really uplifting
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
And been
horrible.
fun. I mean, we
I'm
did it for
sorry.
Christmas. We brought people's day up. We're like, you know,
Yeah.
let's talk about the good things on Christmas and be thankful for everything.
I was trying
This
to,
week-
segue
I'm
into
sorry.
a Christmas episode.
And
It's
then I was
really
like-
my,
Christmas,
it's
Oh,
my
I like
fault.
positivity.
recap. Yeah.
I started
but-
with a dancey song. I was like, we'll have my sister on. She'll kind of like, we'll just mess
No.
around and stuff. Then she's bringing up race, school,
pushing that liberal
literature,
agenda, dude.
I know,
fat-
always.
got, like,
should we
fat
end on a
shaming.
positive note?
We're at the end.
Should we say something just like something positive that happened this year?
You don't have
Yeah,
any.
you had a great 2020. What,
Yeah.
else, what else positive?
Yeah.
And you're the most hateful one
Jesus.
here.
Yeah, you're the
No.
most
Bringing all the
hateful,
hate.
well-off
I
Yeah.
2020.
Are you
and
talking
Now
down
I'm-
to people? Are you
now
on a
my
high horse in
feelings are kinda hurt. I'm
2021?
No,
sensitive.
don't
Well,
go
we've
there
been
for
getting
feelings.
now
just
we
yelled
can, yeah,
at.
everybody had to be hurt at least
I know.
once
Thank
before
you.
we got
Yeah,
there.
that actually genuinely hurt. I just have a lot of things I would like to change about the systems.
This isn't the place to do it.
No change is happening here. We like to pretend it is, but
That's not true. We're talking about it.
Hell yeah, dude.
hey,
We're
yeah.
kidding about it. When we were
that's
talking
the
about it. We're
step
talking
in the
about
right
it.
direction. If I knew anything,
That's comedy, baby.
Dude, I don't step in any
Woo!
direction.
And we're gonna do that in 2021 as well, man. Thanks
yeah,
for
dude.
another fucking year, man.
For sure, dude.
Just
And
think
then I'm
about
so
it-
excited about having CJ on.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be great.
Yeah, you're
and
awesome.
being able like
I enjoyed
figuring
that.
this 4 mic thing out and like
yeah.
this is awesome, dude.
It's
Yeah.
worked.
I think we've been taking a lot of steps like forward and kind of pushing this.
It's been a
little
lot of
more.
work.
Who do you
It
think
really
our
has.
podcast taking off in 2021?
Hell yeah, let's do it, dude.
I'm manifesting that for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. Go.
We're gonna be famous.
Too.
You're going to be famous now.
And if you're coming
No
through
pay for
Phoenix,
guacamole no more.
Okay, okay, Jen Gomez, calm down.
and if you're coming through Phoenix and you do comedy, we're gonna have you on here if you want to be on here. We're the only Phoenix podcast anybody knows about who listens to this show.
Hell yeah.
And Leo Flowers coming on
Oh yeah.
this week. He's going to be on next week's episode, and he's at Stand Up Live New Year's Eve in the next 2 days, I believe.
Yeah, the first, second, I believe.
31st. First, second.
31st,
Yeah.
second,
So
first.
check that out.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we're Who Do You Think You Are? And
I'm
it was
Pedro.
fun, dude.
That's
I'm
Nick.
Nick. Yeah.
And
And
Amor y
Amor y
Paz.
Paz. Happy New Year.